Brose party, 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 brose party, 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 brose, 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 brose.
So, welcome back to the Brose Project. I am not Cullen.
And I am not Chris.
So, I am Cullen's husband. I'm Jonathan.
It's your turn, guys. Welcome to the other side of the camera. Enjoy.
Where we get to judge you for everything you say.
And ask you questions. Who are you?
I am Chris's wife, Dina.
Okay.
So, we're here because, last week there was an episode dropped about a certain trip to a certain city known as Sin City. And I feel like there were perhaps a couple of, revisions. I think that, you rewrite the story, how you kind of see it. And the only thing with Cullen's version, I think that I saw is how aggressive, I guess is the word, that he was wanting to fight this person from behind his husband. And it was like behind me throwing punches. And I was like, this man is huge.
The red
We have
flag.
our first flag. So that was really the only thing I think that I had maybe a little bit of an issue with.
So what was your experience? Tell us. What exactly did you see? Did you hear? That makes you say that.
Well,
because-
so David Guetta was performing and I was facing David, and all of this was happening behind me. So by the time I turned around and noticed that there was even an incident, it was already to the point where like pushing and shoving was happening. And I didn't really know what was going on. I just saw this giant person like yelling at my husband and my husband yelling at him. And then from behind me, there was like, me, 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 me. I think there's even a cartoon of like the big dog and the little dog, like, doing this.
Are you calling me a chihuahua?
A little bit. So he, and then the punch / swipe of the sunglasses happened from behind me. So all I see is this hand come from behind me and take a shot at this guy, and his glasses went wonky. And, then the rest of the story was pretty accurate. But
And
after
he cried like a bitch.
he did.
Ooh, me?
No, the other guy.
I was like,
guy.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
him.
So then at the end of the incident, we've been escorted out. You're speaking with security.
So Dina, tell us your side of that story.
The drama was like, okay, from what I remember, Jonathan was talking to some
Canadians.
Canadians and
Villagers, if you will.
I kept that out for a reason, but that's okay.
Okay.
We'll cut that. Jonathan was talking to some friends of the North, and I kept telling Cullen, tell your husband, tell him to stop talking to them, because they were just fucking weird.
That's okay. You're
Okay.
good.
We'll beep you.
And I remember Cullen telling him, stop talking to them, stop talking to them, and the girl was throwing up, and then all of a sudden I turn around, and he's swinging at some jock,
Yeah.
some fucking burly Italian monster.
Giant, like
Giant
gold
monster.
chained. Yeah.
Yeah, Guido. And then all of a sudden, I remember you saying we're getting escorted out, and I was like, why? What happened? And the queen herself, Cullen,
Yeah!
walking by everybody all, I didn't do anything.
I mean,
didn't
we're
do
talking like
anything."
security on each arm, like somebody escorting us from the front,
Pass
people
me the red
walking.
flag. I needed to
It
get
Oh.
was like a local celebrity. I don't know what happened.
It was a thing. So we get outside. We're
Yeah.
outside the venue, and like kind of the post-mortem is happening. And I asked Cullen, did you hit him? And he said, no, I didn't hit him. I'm like, okay, good. Because somebody hit him. And he was like, oh, no, I didn't hit him. I'm like, oh, okay, good. Because I don't know who that was. And he's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, somebody like reached around me and hit the guy and hit his sunglasses. He's like, oh,
That was
well, I
me.
hit his sunglasses. I didn't hit him. And I was like, oh God, we're getting arrested. This is happening. And my next question is, okay, does, felony assault affect your medical license? Like, are we poor now? Like, is this, like, how is this going to play out? But
All
then
I
we made
remember-
arrangements of like,
Yes.
okay, when the police show up, you get arrested. I will go back to the hotel. Like, we were making kind of a plan for that.
I think that's when my mom mode popped in because I was nervous, hysterically laughing at all of you because you just looked like you saw ghosts. You were just, I don't know what that was. Colin was terrified sitting on the curb, like one of those, oh shit, I think I might have just fucked up. And Chris was like, who are we going to fight? Who are we going to
Oh
fight?
yeah, he was
You know?
ready to go.
True. That is
He
true.
was ready to go.
So I think my mom mode was like, girls, sit down. I got this.
Yeah.
And that's all I remember. The
You
girl
were
was-
so resourceful. Like I don't remember if when we told the story, like the details of how like quick thinking and kind of like let's,
I would agree with that.
like
Do you know who I'm married to? I've had to bail
You've
this
had to-
little
you've had
asshole out
to-
of a lot of shit.
do some dancing and
Yeah.
tap dancing.
Realistically, telling this 20-year-old security girl who was wearing Pride everything, I was like, we've got a 40-year-old sober doctor, a 40-plus-year-old friend that is terrified of what's going on right now.
Put these on right now so I can swipe them.
Swipe
I'm gonna
them.
swipe them.
them.
Swiper keeps swiping.
That's it.
So,
You look like a Guido.
do I? So yeah, I mean that's what I remembered when I was explaining to her. Like this is, I mean, we came for a 40th plus birthday, and we're not here to cause trouble. And then you see
He's
this.
the gayest one in like
Yeah.
500-yard rate. Like he's like literally Elton John out there getting
Yes,
in
and
a
he's
fight.
all, I didn't do it. Look at him. And I think I mentioned that several times. Look at him. Does
Yeah.
he look dangerous?
Yeah.
And then she's like, I get it. I get it.
What do you all think now, though? Do you think I could be dangerous in the
No.
right?
Oh yeah.
I'm more scared of Jonathan. If something were to happen, I'm more scared of Jonathan.
I mean,
No,
let me tell
no,
you.
they're a gay couple.
Well, I know they both swing, but he
No,
was
no.
more serious. Like,
Like,
I'm gonna fuck somebody
They
up.
are ride or die. Like
I
I
know.
could see if somebody swings at Cullen, Jonathan
It's done.
beating his
Yeah.
ass.
It's
If somebody
done.
swings at Jonathan, Cullen is beating his ass.
It's like if
different.
some guy took a swing at you, like I can't even imagine what would happen.
Oh, I
like
know.
like he'd be.
So you have to remember, I am part Mexican. So I'm gay. And
So am I.
Mexican.
Yeah, but
I'm Mexican by injection,
okay.
and you fight one bean, you fight the whole burrito.
Totally get that. I don't see fear with. I mean, swipe the guy's glasses. Like,
But I think that was just a miss.
I mean, thank God. I think it was a misswipe.
Yeah, I think that like if
Would
that
you,
man
did
was
you want to
it's-
punch?
I
yeah,
was seeing red.
if that man was 1 foot closer, that would have been assault.
I would have been arrested.
hmm Yeah, I think that that's an accurate depiction of what happened.
I'm still gonna stand by. I'd be more scared of you.
Well, I mean that's not wrong.
Why?
Why,
Jonathan versus me in a fight.
Jonathan?
Oh, I would love to hear this.
You're more sassy and like scrappy.
Okay.
Jonathan is like,
Okay.
I will kill you.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay.
I think it comes more
Yeah,
from.
He's got a rosé. I'd whoop Jonathan's ass if he touched
Oh!
Don't worry,
So,
Jonathan.
and
that
we've
one's
talked
gonna
about
happen.
this, Chris. We've
Who would
talked
win out
about
of the
this.
fight, you and me?
Me.
I know.
Yeah, because it's like feud fight with
No
two hands
question.
tied behind your back. Yeah,
There would be no question about it because I would just take a whole bunch of different
The
punches.
punches, that would
and,
be it.
like, cry the whole time.
the advantage that I have is his name is Jerry Wynn, and I can't say his whole name, but anyway, we'll bleep that. But my brother,
He's a big boy too.
big boy, and raised me not to be a pussy.
Yeah.
So like I know that when it comes down to it, am I allowed to say that too? No.
It's fine.
When it comes down to it, like I'm afraid of no one.
Yeah.
So
I saw that day.
yeah, like and I might get my ass handed to me. Like
But you won't.
I'm
back
not
down.
afraid of that. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to change topics for a second.
Yes.
What was the thing we did later on that trip that was really crazy that ended in some more laughter?
So the boys and I and Chris, maybe less so Chris, but the boys and I are very much into sneakers, particularly Jordans.
Shoe heads.
And we're sneaker people, and like the boys kind of lit that in me again. I am now in a place in life where I can have all of the shoes that I wish I could have had at their age. So I've been running with that. My husband is
it an
amazing.
addiction?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Does he need to go to treatment?
A little bit.
Okay.
It's gotten excessive.
Okay.
I still love you.
I did not
but
know
yes.
this was an intervention.
One last question. Whose watch is he wearing?
What
it's
is that?
unisex. It's
It's-
between both of you.
I don't know if unisex is the proper definition. It's
Communal.
Unicouple.
Communal.
It's a communal watch.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
We
that's
like
the
to
best thing
call-
about gay
on
gay
the
relationships.
Show, we like to call it a verse watch.
Like,
It's a
verse
listen, that's the
watch.
best thing about being gay. You get to share everything.
Yeah, and I meet a husband that has
Yeah.
tiny little like baby feet, so we can't share shoes. But that's a good thing. When I met him, he had a very limited sneaker game. Limited, I think, more to like, these are my gym shoes. These are my like going out shoes. But we handled that. He now has a very, very strong
Shoe
sneaker
game.
game. Oh yeah.
Okay, go back to the story.
So we find a place in Vegas that you can design
Customized.
and customize your Jordans. And like, we're talking like shoe paint and sewing and all these things. So we wanted to sign up for it. We found it. We go.
Did
Everybody's
not know
super
it was
into
gonna
it.
take like 6 hours.
I think that's what the surprise was. We saw the schedule for the day, and it was like,
9
from
to
10.
5.
It was like 10 a.m. and then it was going to be done by like 5. And we were like, oh, this is a commitment.
What
But-
do we have scheduled for that day afterwards?
It was an escape room, was it?
No.
No? What
It was Delilah, and I am like now
Oh.
upset that we didn't go 3 years ago.
Because we were making shoes.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delilah.
So
Oh.
in the middle of shoes, I alluded earlier that my husband has a tiny little feet, little foot. And so I had my, normal size human
Define what
feet.
tiny is to
I was
you.
gonna say it's like one size different
It's
than yours.
not-
What do you
9.5.
what does he call them though? I love it.
What?
No.
Am
I
I
think
not
you
allowed
can
to
say
say
that.
that? Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
fair
just say, like, when people buying feet and they're tiny, like, that's what he has.
enough. That's true.
So we're doing our shoes, we're doing all the things. We've gone multiple hours through this process. Like,
6,
it is,
to be exact.
we are exhausted. But we are coming down, the tail
Almost
end.
finishing
It's
up.
almost done. We're like putting the finishing touches, and somebody walks over and says,
Chris did.
Chris, hey, like, are you like, I thought you were an 11. And I was like, I am. And he's like, yeah, you're working on a 9.5. And I'm like, no, I'm not. That can't be right. And at some point in the process, probably several hours ago, we switched a shoe.
One single
One
shoe.
single shoe. So I have a pair of size 11s, one designed by me and one designed by my husband.
It's cute. I like it, and it's a story you'll have forever.
And we've worn them one
One
time.
time.
I mean,
And-
that was a belly laugh. I could not stop laughing once you two realized
And,
what you
and
did.
not only was it 6 hours, but it was not cheap.
Oh
Not a
no,
cheap
these are
experience.
the most expensive shoes I own, probably.
Yeah.
Like, and we went to the guy and was like, yeah, look what happened. And he was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, oh,
Is it?
discount.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah. Can we come back? Can somebody help us fix this? There was no fixing it, and there was no help. But it was a great experience.
Yep.
Have the boys worn their shoes?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah?
they have. I
Okay.
mean, that was probably one of the best trips we've ever had. I don't think I've laughed that hard in my life
Yeah.
from
I mean,
beginning to
from
end.
getting in the car,
Yeah.
Starbucks runs, like
Yeah.
all the things. That was
Getting a
really
fight
what.
is always funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was I think the trip that did it. So I think that we have like built it up and couldn't wait to like have that episode drop, primarily because it was, not just a moment, but it was like our moment.
Yeah.
And it changed us.
So, for anybody that's asking how these two are different, which Chris and I have talked about many times, Jonathan is very masculine in the way that he can jive with all the boys and the sports and the shoes and all that kind of stuff. And yet he can flip it and be like my perfume girl and my purse girl, and
Yeah.
it works.
Oh my
and
God,
then,
purses. We should just talk
right?
about that.
Yeah. And then Cullen is like the guy to plan the trips like Chris, and we're just passenger princesses, and then he turns it on and he is like my little girlfriend too. So it works with these two so perfectly.
Well, and I'll say about Cullen, that's really interesting. We were having this conversation before we got here about like, I see him very balanced. Like he obviously is like my best friend. He's my favorite person on the planet. But, he's, we watch Drag Race together and do all that. But I get to see the side of him where he goes to work and like literally saves lives. And I've seen him in that mode where like he's on it and he's just like super professional and so brilliant. And, so like I look at him as being the most balanced, you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I will say out of all the gay couples I know, you two are the most versatile. Like you jive with my whole family from the from my youngest son and the sports and the purses and the girly things and all of it. And that's why I think we love you guys. So it just works.
Well, it does
Feelings
work.
Mutual.
It's very mutual. We love the boys. We couldn't love them more. They're
Yeah.
they're such good humans, and you guys have done such an amazing job. And that's what people say in the community. You know, as we go out, and people talk about, oh, the boys, boy, Dina and Chris did such a really, really good job raising them, or and all of that.
Last question.
Oh,
What is it like to be behind the camera? What does it feel like?
to be on this side of the
On
camera.
this side, yeah.
You hate it. I know you hate it.
Not my favorite.
Why?
Awkward. I don't know. But I will say, listening to you two, sometimes it's bullshit. So it's like I want to pop in there and be like lies, and lies.
That's why we have the flag. We throw the flag. That's the flag. We throw the flag when it has to be thrown.
Yeah.
But I think that there's something to, I think that if we were to put together our own project, I think it would be more like based on mutual interests. Like,
Okay.
we'd talk bags and
Yeah.
like skincare, like everything Dina tells me to do. Like, I am significantly older, as my husband's very nice to say slightly, but it's, there's double-digit years in there.
82 years old.
But
held together
everything,
by
Scotch tape.
Scotch tape and prayers.
Bubble gum. So every time you've said like, oh, you should get microneedling, or you should get this, or you should do that, like every time I've followed it, it's been life changer. So like even down to products, like I'm using a product now that you were like, no, don't use this. Don't put
What was it,
literal
Jonathan?
beef fat.
Beef fat. Like-
is that the stuff you cook with?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I went to the grocery store and I saw it and I took a picture. I'm like, you need some? And he was not happy.
No, and I liked it because it did things but that I
No.
liked, but
Just no.
she put the kibosh to that, and then she gave me another product that did something similar but actually had more of a function.
But
and
I
less.
will say, sorry to interrupt, but I will say in regards to like that, how you guys are versatile and stuff like that, I'd like to know the takes on the traditional roles you guys play. It's like, right? I mean, husband and wife. I know husbands and wives roles. I know our roles, but I'm intrigued by you.
I feel like you guys do more of traditional roles. I think that we're not as traditional in the roles. I mean, there are definite, he handles certain things which would be traditionally like what Chris probably handles in certain ways.
So who would you say is the? Just kidding. I'm just
Everything.
kidding.
What would I say is what?
Nothing. I was just gonna make a joke. Okay.
I would like to hear it though.
I was gonna say, who do you think is the man of the relationship?
Who do I think is the man of the relationship? I mean,
I'm joking.
Wait,
No,
Ask
answer
her.
it. Wait, what?
who do you
Oh,
think?
for you two?
Yeah.
Oh, like I said, it depends.
See, okay, that's a
It
good
depends.
answer. I love that.
Yeah.
I was just joking because I like to give Jonathan.
that's because they're verse.
Yeah, but I think people would say the same thing about you and I. At the restaurant, you are. At home, I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
Am I
that's true.
wrong?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No,
is
it's
this
true.
is this a good topic for us to talk
Yeah,
about on
I
the
think
next
so.
episode?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do y'all have any last parting words?
I mean, that sounds so final. I think.
Oh, actually, you all
Would
can
you
do-
like to do this again? Is the real
Oh,
question.
on TV, I thought a trip. I was like, absolutely.
That's good. Okay, we have that. She wants to be taped again.
Yes, that's what we got.
That
on
is
camera.
not
It-
what I
there's
said.
evidence will prove, Your Honor,
That's
that
not what I said.
Hey, the bottom line is, when you look like Dina, she should be in front of the camera.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I think that's it for
Now
the.
you met us. Like and
So
subscribe.
hit the like button. See that? No, not that one. That one. Hit that and then subscribe. And then comment. Tell us what you want to hear, because I've heard a lot of feedback, in the community about everybody has been looking forward to the Vegas story for so long, and now that it's out there, what else do you want to hear?
Thank you.
Rose party, 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 rose party, 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 rose, 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 rose.